Hello. Yeah, my name is Scarface Nico, and I'm doing Home Alone 2 for the NES for Obscurathon. Um, yeah, Home Alone 2 is it's an interesting game for sure. Um, it's I think the first Home Alone game is a lot more well known on the NES. It's the one that over 100 people share the first place for, and it's kind of the meme game. But Home Alone 2 is a little bit less of a meme. It's a game that's known for being terrible. But I think as a speedrun, it's actually a pretty good game. Because it has good movement and it's pretty short, so it's easy to learn. And yeah, I think that's the introduction. Let's start the run. But there we go. The first level is pretty straightforward. Basically hold right for most of it. You grab a dart gun here because you need it later on to stun a few enemies. And yeah, at this point we just hold right for about 20 seconds, do a couple jumps, a couple slides, but yeah, not really anything special. This game is made by Imagineering. Imagineering has made several NES games. Oops, that's a bit of a mistake. Several NES games, and all of them kind of have the same sound effects. They just basically use the same code and use it for a different game. I'd say it's quality developing. So, we're in the elevators. The elevators are kind of random. You can go to floor 11, 12, 14, or 15 in random order. And on every floor you have to reach a checkpoint and then go back, and then you can continue. And this is where we use dart guns for to stun the grandmas. But you can actually... The interesting part about the elevators is that you can use your A presses to influence how fast they go. I'm not gonna go into too much detail here, but yeah, it can make a pretty big difference, up to about like 8 seconds on just the elevators. So there are the order in which you get all the floors do matter, because some orders are faster than others, but for a marathon run, that's not really that important. Okay, that's floor 12. The last floor you always get is floor 16. And in floor 16, we are going to skip the rest of the hotel. It's actually a warp the developers put into the game. So it's very much intended, but it's also kind of specific, the requirements you need. You need to have the dart gun, but you need to have used up all your darts to be able to warp. But before you warp, we get a invincibility and speed boost right here. And this is the warp. With a little message from the dev, which we are not gonna read, because we like to be fast. And that's the first level. So this is why you want the speed boost and the invincibility, because it makes this part a lot faster. And here we have a couple enemies. All the bats and the rats work on the global timer. So every run, they will behave slightly different. Sometimes they can really get in your way. Sometimes they'll be fine, like here. No really bad enemies. Well, you picked up the bigger gun for the sewers, so we're about to enter the sewers, and you need to kill 2 birds. That one, and that one. Because when they go off screen, they will respawn. Oh, I missed. And I still got him. And it's because of the ladder. If you don't kill them, they will get in your way. Okay, I only have 2 health. These guys deal 2 health of damage, so if I take damage here, I'm dead. Important, but I'm fine. Okay, now we enter the building. The building is a tricky level because it has a lot of very tight jumps. Very, very small platforms. And if you miss a jump, you're dead right away. Which would be pretty bad. We're gonna avoid taking damage here. Usually you want to go for a damage boost, but I've taken a lot of damage already. And we grab a key and then now we can continue. An intentional damage boost here. Otherwise he will kill you. Marv will kill you there. And I think you've noticed several times I've paused the game after I've taken damage. That actually makes it faster. When you take damage, the game basically pauses itself for 30 frames, or half a second. And if you pause and unpause the game, you can continue immediately. So if you can do that within half a second, you'll basically save time. And yeah, here we have more going back and forth. It's kind of what this game likes to do. Now we have the trickiest floor of the building, the abandoned building. Also famous from the movie, I guess. Because now you also have things falling from the sky, which makes some of these jumps even tighter than they usually are. Okay, fine so far. And if you die, you also lose the screw attack we got on the previous floor. And the screw attack is important. Because as you saw, I killed all of those... Well, I destroyed all of those things that were falling from the sky. And it makes it a lot easier to do everything. Okay, 2 more jumps to go. Nice. This part, that's the one part that is... that it kind of makes me nervous in marathon settings. Because it's very easy to be slightly off on your jump and die. And you can easily lose over a minute if that happens. Because it's... Yeah, because you lose an important power-up and you have to slow down everywhere after taking a death. So here, this is a chase scene. If you just keep holding right, you'll outrun Marv, who's chasing you. Normally you would see him, but it's sort of an auto-scroller, kind of. And we arrive in the final level. Play it a little bit safe. So here I have the bird lady from the movie, and I missed. Okay, let's play a little bit safer. Okay, you use her to kill the sticky bandits. You need 3 hits. I should have done this a little bit different. Ooh, stay away, and they're gone. And that's Home Alone 2. Yep. So 7 minutes and 14 seconds. And that's the sticky bandits gone. And then you can enjoy some really nice pixel art in this game. So yeah, Home Alone 2, a very short speedrun for the NES. The world record is 6 minutes and 58 seconds, which I got 2 weeks ago. But most runs will usually be around 8 minutes. So it's a very short run. It's very straightforward. There are some like speedrun tech, I guess you can call it, with the elevators, knowing how they work, and the pausing for the damage boost. And I'd say the building has pretty good platforming. The movement in this game, I'm not sure if it was noticeable, but the movement in this game is actually pretty good for an NES game. One of the better games when it comes to movement, even though the game itself is kind of trash. But yeah, it makes for a pretty good speedrun. There's no fixed jump height. There's momentum you can work around with. Yeah. I'd say a pretty good run. 7 minutes and 14 seconds is good for a marathon run. That's think 5th place on the leaderboard. This game now has 14 runners. They got 3 new runners this year. I'm hoping that some people here like NES games and will pick this up. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Kevin out here giving salmons a run for money. Yeah. Of course, I saw someone mention Angry Video Game Nerd, and yeah, this game has been on. He made a video about this game. I think several. There's actually one where he got the actor, the actor who plays Kevin. I forgot his name, but yeah. So that's the first run I'm doing. The next run that's coming up is Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Also on the NES.